What do you need to do to learn astrology fast? How can you get there? What is it that you need to do? How do you do it? 5 ways, 5 quick ways on how to learn astrology fast and get started. Now, I know a lot of you have been interested in astrology, interested in a number of things. I'm going to talk to you about 5 ways you can learn astrology and get started now. Now, what is the point of learning astrology? What do you get out of it? Like, is it even worth you studying? I mean, I've heard a lot online that people love astrology and people are really into it, but what's the purpose of it? Why should someone learn it? And is it even real? Does astrology even exist? What is the purpose of it? So I'm going to talk to you briefly about why you should learn astrology, how you can learn astrology, 5 quick ways to get started, because it is a big science. It is a big thing to study, and it's something that if you want to learn astrology and you want to apply it to your life, you need to know the basics. So if you're new to astrology, and even if you're not new, and you know some things about astrology, how can you learn astrology quick? How can you get on with it and start using the science to improve your life? So the first thing I want to mention is when you are learning astrology, there needs to be a reason why you're learning it. If you're just learning it because whatever, then it doesn't really give you a clear goal in terms of why you want to do it. And that doesn't really motivate you, right? So if you start by really, coming to terms with the fact that you want to learn this knowledge, what is the purpose? Okay, so I always start with what's the purpose, what's the intention. These are really important things. Doesn't matter what you're doing in life, you must have some sort of clear set goal in terms of why you're doing something, and that's actually going to give you motivation to actually get it done. Okay, so number one, quickest way to learn astrology really fast to get going is to really figure out why you're learning it. One of the reasons why I learned astrology was, one, I was drawn to it at a very young age. At the age of 9, I started reading horoscopes. I started learning about it. I started to learn about the bioindex, which they no longer have in newspapers, but back in the day they did have those. So I used to look at all that stuff, and I was just really drawn to astrology. And then I started to learn more and more information. So one of my main purposes and reasons why I learned astrology was because I wanted to learn more about myself. I'm really somebody who loves to I really love to become the best version of myself, and I found that through astrology I was able to really accomplish that. So, if you're somebody who wants to learn more about yourself, you want to become the best version of yourself, I highly recommend that you, number one, subscribe to this channel so you can learn astrology over time, and number two, really start to invest your energy and time into learning more about who you are, because that is going to allow you to move to the next level wherever you want to go in life, or whatever it is that you want to achieve. Okay, so the first thing is to have a purpose in terms of why you're doing it. Now, number two, what is an easy way? What are some of the things I need to do if I'm a new person to astrology? How do I learn astrology fast and get going on it? The first thing I highly recommend that you study is the chart. Okay, so in astrology there is a chart. It has 12, it's a pie, it's a circle like this, and you have 12 houses. So learn the 12 houses, go from 1 to 12 and learn what these houses represent. It's very simple. You can find all this information online. Just go house by house and study it, and maybe make cue cards to learn the houses. Number 3, what is the fast way to learn astrology? Fast way to learn astrology is to learn the planets. Okay, learning the planets. What are the planets? What's the sun? What does the sun represent in astrology? What does the moon represent? All of these things. It's very different from tarot. Okay, tarot. There are similarities, but there are differences as well too. So it's very important that you learn the ruling planets of each sign. What are each planet? What does the planet mean to you? Number 4, quick way to learn astrology is to learn the signs. If you already know the signs, Aries all through Pisces, all 12 signs. Of course, you can learn about the 13th sign, but the standard is 12 signs. Okay, so learning all the 12 signs would be the 4th thing. Now, the 5th thing that you're going to want to learn the most is the transits. Now, transits are my number one thing that I think everybody should learn. I will talk more about that, of course, on another video. But transits are very important. What is a transit? Number 5, what is a transit in astrology? A transit in astrology is a phase that we go through, okay? So, if you've ever felt depressed, or if you've ever felt down, or if you've ever felt really happy, or if you felt very opportunistic, or if you've ever felt like, you're not filled with opportunity, whatever it is that you're feeling, in the moment could possibly be associated with a transit. For example, one of the transits that humanity is in right now is Mercury retrograde in Libra. Okay, so this is affecting relationships. So by us looking at the astrology and seeing that Mercury, the planet Mercury, is retrograding in Libra, it gives us an idea of what we can possibly be going through from now until the end of October. And the more you study that and know exactly where it is happening in your chart, the more likely you'll be able to navigate certain ups and downs that happen in your life. Okay, so these are 5 ways to learn astrology quickly. I highly recommend that you start with those. If this video helped you, do subscribe, do hit the thumbs up button below. I do have links below in the description box to head over to Monica Louv store, where you can purchase your bracelets, your tarot decks, and more. And if you're interested in any questions, any information that you want to learn more about, do comment below and let us all know. I'll see you soon. Bye.